Good morning, America. It's the greatest American alive, coming to you live from my room. It's about 3:45 a.m. and I'm surviving off, well, nothing actually. You're probably wondering, damn, what is he doing back up here? Saquon is just like, man, I really hope he's gonna piss excellence. And I'll do that for you one day, but not yet. No, today I'm up here to talk to you about your Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments, and really, you need to know these. So I'll just say my personal stories, hopefully better explain what Mr. Taylor can explain kind of well. So, my grandma, she is Asian, 100% Vietnamese, and just senile, crazy. She is insane. And she was booking it down our street the other day, screaming, "Jesus is Satan!" Man, it was heavy. I couldn't even believe it. Going against America, Grandma. My mom leaned out the window and she was like, "Mom, stop, you're gonna get arrested." Funny, Mom. Ha ha ha. So, I just went up to my mom and I tapped her on the shoulder. I was like, "Mom, what you doing? We all know here that my grandma is just exercising her First Amendment and her freedom of speech." My mom was like, "Oh, I forgot about that." I was like, funny. And now she knows. My grandma, I don't even know where she's gone. It's been like 4 days. Are we live? Oh. I'm back. Also, I want to tell you a little about something else. I just want to know what all this bullshank is with these gun laws, alright? All this hoodly, haha, about a few guns being strapped to a man's waist. Yes, there can be a lot of problems with gun if the person is just not really mentally stable. But if they don't have a criminal background, why not just let them walk up into a store, buy a gun, and have fun? That's what America's about, right? Having fun. And just like it says in the Bill of Rights, the Second Amendment clearly states, right of the people to keep and bear arms and have fun. So, I said, why not? Let me tell you about my great-grandpa. He's an old man, just constantly looking like he is just smoking dope with Wiz Khalifa all the time. So he loves to tell me about World War One. He likes to tell me about all the soldiers he met and about all, how the Third Amendment got them to get housed in his household because it was a time of war and they needed a home. So, government kind of just like, yeah, they're going in your house. So, my grandpa got to meet a lot of cool dudes. And now, I think he's dead. The other day I saw a cute old woman. Cute as a bee. White hair. Messed up teeth. Actually, she's pretty ugly. But, she was walking down the street enjoying life. All of a sudden, the 5-0 rolled up behind her. And it was just like, "Hey, we need to search you." And that's it. Commander just told us we need to search you. Now, this woman looked like she had just smoked a pound of something loud. I will tell you that. My goodness, she was not walking straight. And this cop, I think he was just trying to mess with someone. So the police officer, again, asked her if he could search her and her purse. And she looked up right in this cop's face. She was like, "Let me see your warrant." The cop stepped back and was like, "I don't have a warrant." She was like, "Well, mind your own business and suck it, fool." She just kept walking and minding her own business. Exercising her Fourth Amendment. I don't really have a story for this one, so, Fifth Amendment, basically, is that no person shall be denied life, liberty, or property without due process. They can plead the Fifth, which is no self-incrimination, waive the Fifth, talk. Private property cannot be taken for public use without compensation, eminent domain, and no double jeopardy, so they can't be tried for the same crime twice. Thanks, Mr. Taylor. Funny story. I dressed up as a cop one night because it was Halloween and I thought it would be a great idea. So I saw a kid drinking outside of a party and I was like, I got a badge and everything, got my little water gun. I was like, I'll mess with this kid. So I went up with him. I was like, freeze! Put your hands behind your head. So he did it. And I was like, I'm going to read you Miranda rights. I was like, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will use against you. Blah, 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 blah. You know that stuff. And then all of a sudden, he turned around, hands behind his head, looked me straight in the eyes. He was like, well, officer, if you are an officer, I have the right to a speedy and public trial, impartial jury of my peers. I must be told of the charges, and I have the right to confront the witnesses, also to a jury trial. I was like, damn, I didn't know any of what he just said. He turned around and called me an idiot for not knowing my 6th and 7th Amendment. So I punched him in the face and ran away. I was over in China, right? When in China, go hunt. And I was with my tour group, and it was just a bad experience. I was running through the jungle, killing things. And all of a sudden, I saw something, kind of big and furry. Didn't know what it was. So I was like, pow, 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 pow! That was a bad decision. Turns out, it was a panda. So China was just like, we don't want to deal with this crazy American, so we're going to send him back to the U.S. In the U.S., I got back there, I was like, damn, I was the guy. Everyone was like, that's the guy that killed that panda. I was like, I didn't know. All right, chill out. So, went to court one day, over in courthouse. Judge was kind of cool. He was like, so, Mr. Toth, you killed a panda. So we're going to sentence you to the death penalty, but since you were high on crack, it says, also you're in another country, and it's a fat panda that doesn't do anything, we're going to let you go. But you got to take care of this baby. And they hand me a baby. Now I'm a proud father. I'm alive, and I'm loving life. Shut up, Mom! God! She never shuts up. I'm trying to make a video. It's 4 in the morning. Whatever. I was in government. I think it was senior year. My teacher was telling me some dumb stuff about the 9th and 10th Amendment. Basically, like, all people have certain fundamental rights, but the Constitution does not list all of them. I'm like, that's stupid. I know I can travel. I know I can move. I know I can change jobs. And I can make my own personal decisions. Like, I don't know, whether I have 8 kids or 3 dogs. And also, I was listening to some bull about the Constitution, that if the powers were not listed at the federal government, that they became powers of the state government. Basically regulate sales of guns, marriages, driving, schools, all the controversy that no one gives a crap about. Now I look back and I'm like, thank God I took that easy class, because I would be in jail so fast if I didn't know my rights. Shout out to Miss Taylor. Kids, that's about it. So, what you should get from this is know your Bill of Rights. You never know. It could stop you from killing a panda in China. As always, this is the greatest American to ever live. I hope you have a phenomenal day.